Just shoot the field.
And then he can come back. Just stay.
Yeah, I'll turn.
We're good. You're good to go whenever. You're good to go whenever.
Just Monday is 6:30.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome onto the campus of Canyon View High School. Derek Diesner here with you as we get set for some exciting Canyon View Jaguar softball action here on the Varsity Sports Show Network. Today, the number one ranked Canyon View Jaguars welcome the Verrado Vipers to town. They drove a whole 4 miles to get over here to the campus of Canyon View High School here in Waddell. These can't say cross town because technically they're in different towns, but these rivals are ready to square off here in a 5A showdown in Waddell. Let's get you the starting lineups for both teams. The Jaguars in their home blue tops and black bottoms with letters and numbers in black, outlined in white, Jags across the chest. The Verrado Vipers in their road gold tops and black bottoms, letters and numbers in black, outlined in white, with Verrado across their chest as we're ready for the opening pitch here at Canyon View High School. Sunny skies, not a single cloud in the skies, and first pitch temperature currently set at 91 degrees. We've had some breeze on and off here today, and we'll see how that plays out throughout this contest. Right-hander Taylor Jacobs in the circle for your Jaguars. We'll get you the numbers on her here in just a second. Verrado comes into today's matchup 5-6 overall. The Jaguars 10-1, 5-0 in section play, and the first offering is across, and we are underway at Canyon View. Jacobs ready in the circle. She'll take a look in and deliver. Her second offering misses low and away. 2-0 the count. For Canyon View defensively, Taylor Jacobs will be tossing to catcher Maddie Tarrant from left to right across the infield. It'll be as the 2-0 is hit on a line right to the second baseman, Sadie Groshen, for the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Lauren Thrasher. So from left to right across the infield, Sadie Groshen at the hot corner, Kayla Bryan at short, Savannah Groshen, on my error earlier, at second base, and Elise Burgess at first. From left to right across the outfield, Denise Romo in left, Lauren Irvin in center, and Alana Roman in right. J.C. Fink will be the designated player today, and your Canyon View Jaguars are led by head coach John Jacobs. John Jacobs and his daughter Taylor Jacobs, kind enough to join us last week on the Varsity Sports Show on 1060 AM KDUS. The 0-1 misses away. 1-1 the count to the left fielder, Lauren Thrasher. So Emma Miller, the right fielder, led things off for Verrado. Lauren Thrasher at the plate now with K.K. Worthy, the shortstop, in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 is lifted in the shallow center. This will be caught on the grass, one step onto the grass by Savannah Groshen. So she has recorded the first 2 outs of the game. 2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up the shortstop, K.K. Worthy. After K.K. Worthy, Hayden McGuire, the second baseman's in the cleanup spot, followed by Jordan Arana, batting 5th. Batting 6th is the third baseman, Bree Flores. The catcher, Jocelyn Lopez, bats 7th. Designated player, Anna Sundrile, bats 8th. And Mariah Rodriguez, the center fielder, rounds out the order, batting 9th. Taylor Arana will be in the circle today for Verrado. She will not bat in this contest. 1-0 the count to K.K. Worthy. Worthy squares to bunt, and she'll pull back, swings and misses to even the count at 1-1. No score here in the top of the first inning. 2 outs, nobody on here between the Verrado Vipers and the number 1 ranked Canyon View Jaguars. Canyon View comes in with a 10-1 overall mark on the year, and they have been cruising this season as they look to make it to postseason play as we come down to the final couple of weeks in the regular season. The 2-1 from Jacobs low and in. 3-1 now to K.K. Worthy with Hayden McGuire in the on-deck circle. Worthy gets set in the box. The 3-1. Inside, and she'll draw a 2-out walk for the first base runner of the game for the Vipers. 1 on and 2 out for the second baseman, Hayden McGuire. McGuire will take a few practice cuts before digging in. McGuire with a very open stance, and the first offering from Jacobs is inside for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Jacobs ready with the 0-1. Shot foul in front of the plate. That'll run it to 0-2. Taylor Jacobs comes into today with a record of 5-0. She has an ERA at 1.75. She's thrown 28 innings, allowed 7 runs, all earned on 20 hits with 36 strikeouts and 15 walks for the junior. Jacobs ready, the 0-2. Fastball in the outside corner, froze her, and catches McGuire looking for the final out of the inning. In the top of the first inning, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. After a half an inning of play, it's Verrado 0, Canyon View coming to bat. We'll be back with the bottom of the first right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
The Varsity Sports Show and the National Youth Football and Cheer Association proudly present NYFCA TV. Every Saturday morning at 10, the Varsity Sports Show's Vince DeLizio and NYFCA Commissioner Jason Hirsch bring you the best of Arizona youth football, including previews and highlights. Then at 10:30, catch the football game of the week with Arizona's top players up to age 14. Join Vince, Jason, and friends every Saturday morning from Mavericks in Scottsdale on NYFCA TV.
Training Better Athletes was founded by renowned football coach Ron Sowers with the philosophy of training well-rounded young people in mind and body. TBA is the go-to for middle schoolers through the pros. Coach Sowers has worked with all sports but specializes in football offensive and defensive line skills training. Whether it's one-on-one or group training, reach out to Coach Sowers at trainingbetterAthletes.com or call him at 602-435-9064. You can't cheat the grind.
We head to the bottom of the first inning here at Canyon View High School. No score between the Verrado Vipers and your Canyon View Jaguars. Derek Diesner back with you. Savannah Groshin to lead things off for your Jaguars. She'll be followed by Lauren Irvin and Taylor Jacobs. Maddie Tarrant will bat in the cleanup spot, followed by Elise Burgess and Sadie Groshin. J.C. Fink will be the designated player and bat 7th. Caleb Bryan 8th. And rounding out the order is Anise Romo. In the flex spot today for the Jaguars is Alana Roman. She is not scheduled to bat as of now. The first offering to Savannah Groshin is across for a ball. 1-0 the count to the Jaguar second baseman. Right-hander Taylor Arana in the circle for Verrado. And the 1-0 misses low and in the dirt. 2-0 now to Savannah Groshin. She'll be throwing to catcher Jocelyn Lopez from left to right across the infield. Bree Flores at the hot corner. KK Worthy at short. Hayden McGuire at second. Jordan Arana at first. The 2-0 now to Groshin is fouled over the Canyon View dugout down that third base line. 2-1 the count now to Savannah Groshin. From left to right in the outfield for the Vipers, Lauren Thrasher in left, Mariah Rodriguez in center, and Emma Miller is in right. Verrado Vipers 5-6 overall on the season, led by head coach T. Hampton. The 2-1 is bunted down the third base line, scooped by Flores, throw over, not in time, and legging it out for an infield single is Savannah Groshin. Showing off her wheels to get things started for the Jaguars. 1 on, nobody out for the center fielder, Lauren Irvin. Irvin comes into today's action batting a team best .541 on the season with 10 RBIs and a team best 20 hits. First offering to Irvin. She'll square to bunt, sends it down that third base line, and she's going to make it safely. So something said in that scouting report, send it down the third baseline because Bree Flores has a tough time getting down there. And that's 2 bunt singles for Canyon View to get things started. 2 on, nobody out for the pitcher, Taylor Jacobs, who will look to help her cause. Verrado may be forced to either get a defensive replacement at third or have Bree Flores really come up and in to guard her position. But right now, she's not able to do so with a base runner at second. Head coach T. Hampton going to talk things over with his team as off to set things up defensively with Taylor Jacobs at the plate. Jacobs on the year batting .395 with 3 home runs. That's tied for the team lead and 20 driven in. She's the team leader in home runs and RBIs, and not to mention one of the better pitchers, if not the best pitcher on this staff. The first offering to Jacobs is low and away for ball 1. When Taylor was on the Varsity Sports Show this past Saturday morning, I asked her, what do you enjoy more, batting or pitching? And she kind of chuckled and couldn't answer that. It was a tough call for her. She loves doing them both, and if she is able to play softball at the next level, I'm sure she'll look to do both as well. It's quickly 2-0 to the Jaguar pitcher as she gets set back in the box. No outs, runners at first and second. The 2-0 from Taylor Arana is fouled back into the fencing. 2-1 the count. Jacobs will look down to the third base coach's box, get the sign from head coach John Jacobs, and now Taylor gets set back in the box. The 2-1. Hit high in the air to left. Going back on it and making the grab is Lauren Thrasher. Shallow fly ball. Neither runner able to tag. 1 out, 2 on for the catcher, Maddie Tarrant. Tarrant, only a sophomore, batting .455 on the year with 16 driven in, and she is tied with Taylor Jacobs for the team lead of 3 homers on the season. Tarrant ready in the box. Arana gets set in the circle. The first offering hit high in the air. This will stay in the infield, and catch is made by first baseman Jordan Arana. for the second out of the inning. 2 quick outs for Canyon View after the first 2 hitters of the order got on with bunt singles. And with 2 on and 2 outs, the first baseman, Elise Burgess, will step to the plate. The junior's batting .320 this season with 4 driven in and 2 home runs. The first offering to Burgess is fouled back past the Canyon View dugout. 0-1 the count. Verrado in the visiting first base dugout this evening. Sun slowly starting to set behind the White Tank Mountains. You can see some of the shadows creeping onto the infield, slowly creeping into that circle. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Change up in the dirt. It's quickly 0-2 now to Elise Burgess. The 0-2 is hit hard and high in the air, deep towards center, looking up, and that ball's out of here. A 3-run home run for Elise Burgess, her 3rd of the season, and Canyon View strikes first this evening with the early 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Burgess with a bomb to left center scores Lauren Irvin from first and Savannah Groshin from second. Base is now empty with 2 outs and 3 runs in for the third baseman, Sadie Groshin. Groshin on the year batting .406. The freshman has 16 RBIs. That's tied for second best on this team. Groshin ready, the first offering. Called strike on the outer half of the plate, 0-1 the count. Well, these 2 teams met just last Friday over at Verrado, and Canyon View came out victorious 9-0 in that ball game, off to the early 3-0 lead here this evening. This one hit on a line right over the mid of third baseman Bree Flores. Sadie Groshin's going to try for 2, and she'll get in there sliding safely with a 2-out double. Runner in scoring position for the Jaguars. Already 3 runs in here in the bottom of the first inning. And that'll bring up the designated player, J.C. Fink. Fink appearing in her 10th game this season. Has 2 RBIs and a homer. A triple as well. She'll step up into the batter's box. Stands towards the front of that box. And the first offering to Fink. Low and away for ball 1. Sadie Groshin hopping around up at second base. The 1-0 to J.C. Fink from right-hander Taylor Arana. Here it is. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by K.K. Worthy. Throw across the diamond in time, and that will retire the side. But in the bottom of the first inning, Canyon View strikes for 3 runs. On 4 hits, there were no errors and 1 runner left on base. After 1 complete, it's the Jaguars 3, Vipers nothing. We'll be back with the top of the second inning right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network. Top of the second inning here at Canyon View High School. The Jaguars strike for 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning and lead the Verrado Vipers 3-0. Derek Diesner back with you. 5, 6, and 7 due up here in the top of the second for the Vipers, with first baseman Jordan Arana to lead things off against right-hander Taylor Jacobs. First offering is a ball high, popping out of the mitt of Matty Tarrant for ball 1. After Arana, it'll be Bree Flores and Jocelyn Lopez. Arana gets set in the box. The 1-0 from Jacobs, fastball in at the hands for a called strike to even the count at 1-1. Arana taking her time getting back into the batter's box. Jacobs ready in the circle. The 1-1. Got her to climb the ladder, swing and miss. Ball popped out of the glove of Matty Tarrant. 1-2 the count now to Jordan Arana. Fans still filing in here at Canyon View High School. If you're out in the area, come on out. It's a beautiful night for softball. The 1-2 misses up and away. 2-2 now. We do appreciate you tuning in to our broadcast tonight. And a reminder, as this game goes on, to vote for your Stessa Movement Player of the Game. You can do that in the comments section here on YouTube. And in the 7th inning, we'll announce our Stessa Movement Player of the Game. That player will be featured on the Varsity Sports Show this Saturday, which airs from 9 to 10 a.m. on 1060 a.m. KDUS. Ball 4 up and in, and Jordan Arana draws a free pass to lead things off here in the top of the second inning. 1 on, nobody out for the third baseman, Bree Flores. And now time is called as the home plate umpire was taking care of something behind the plate. Seems to be all right now. We're actually going to have a courtesy runner come in for Verrado. Looks like number 18 will come in to run for Jordan Arana. We'll see who that is. That is Janelle Sanchez. So Sanchez in to run. Ground ball right to second. They'll tag the runner. And quick throw over for the easy 4-3 double play. Heads up play made by Savannah Groshen, who just tagged Sanchez as she was going by for 1 out. And the easy flip to first to turn the double play. 2 outs for the catcher, Jocelyn Lopez. Lopez will get set in the batter's box. Smaller strike zone for Taylor Jacobs to work with. She finds it right off the bat, though. 0-1 with a fastball blowing it right by Jocelyn Lopez. 3-0, Jags lead the Vipers here in the top of the second inning. The 0-1, fastball in at the knees, quickly 0-2. Jacobs is feeling it here as she shields off the sun to look into her dugout for the sign. Jacobs ready, the 0-2. Just missed, low and away. Jacobs wanted that pitch, but just missed finding the strike zone. 1-2 the count now. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the second. The 1-2 rings her up. So she ends the second the same way she ended the first, catching the batter looking in the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second. 3-0. Jaguars lead the Vipers. We'll be back right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Vintage Motors specializes in custom builds, fabrication, engine swaps, routine maintenance, and service for all years, makes, and models, including diesels. From Ford Model A builds to tow truck repair and more, it's Vintage Motors. Give them a call today at 623-930-8494 or stop by 3015 East Main Street in Mesa, just east of Lindsay, and tell them the Varsity Sports Show sent you.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
8-9-1 due up for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the second inning. 3-0 Canyon View leads the Vipers from Verrado High School. Derek Diesner back with you as Taylor Arana returns to the circle for her second inning of work. Had some trouble in that first inning. Gave up 2 bunt singles to start the first and then a 3-run home run to Elise Burgess to deep left center. And then she started to settle back in. We'll see what the Jaguars are able to do here in the bottom of the second inning. Kayla Bryant to lead things off, the shortstop, batting $167 on the year. Bryant has 4 runs scored. She's appearing in her 11th game this season. 1-0 the count to the Canyon View shortstop. The 1-0 is flared in the left. Taking a step back, now a couple steps in and making the catch is Lauren Thrasher for the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down for the left fielder, Anise Romo. Romo batting .393 on the season with 1 RBI and 9 runs scored. She gets on base batting .393. But only 1 extra base hit, that being a double. First offering to Romo was up and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Infield creeping in with Romo at the plate. The 1-0. Up and in, called strike at the hands. That'll even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 missed low and away. 2-1 now to Romo. Well, after tonight, Canyon View will hit the road, play at Sunny Slope tomorrow, and then play at Agua Fria a few nights later. The 2-1 hit in the air to right, and this will be caught by Emma Miller, who was able to shield off the sun for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down, and we'll head to the top of the order with Savannah Groshen, who had a bunt single to lead things off, advanced to second on a bunt single by Lauren Irvin, and would later come around to score on a 3-run homer by Elise Burgess. Groshen ready in the box. The first offering. Called strike, let her high. 0-1 the count to the Jaguar second baseman. The 0-1 hit hard on the ground off of the mitt of Hayden McGuire, and that'll be a base hit. She had to move to her right, was unable to get that, having to shield off the sun and try to backhand it. So reaching base for the second time tonight with another single is Savannah Groshen. 1 on, 2 out for the center fielder Lauren Irvin, who has 1 for 1 with a bunt single and a run scored last inning. First to Irvin. Grosjean goes, throw down, not in time. And Grosjean will steal second base to put herself in scoring position. There's a ball on the pitch, so 1-0 to Lauren Irvin. The 1-0. Low and in the dirt. Grosjean thought about going. She does not. And it's now 2-0 to Lauren Irvin. Arana twirling the ball around in her right hand as she prepares for the 2-0 offering to Irvin. In the dirt, Grosjean thought about going. Now she'll quickly put on the brakes and retreat to second. 3-0 now to Lauren Irvin. We'll see if Irvin gets the green light here or if that bat stays on her shoulders. Oh, that's actually a 2-1 count, the home plate umpire just said. So the 2-1 to Lauren Irvin. She'll hit this one in the center. On her horse is Savannah Grosjean, and she will come around to score. Irvin's going to go up to second on the throw. So Irvin gets a single, advances to second on the throw. Grosjean scores on the RBI single by Lauren Irvin. And Canyon View now extends their lead to 4-0 here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. And with 1 on, 2 outs, and a run in, Taylor Jacobs will come to the plate to try to help her own cause. She's 0 for 1. She flew out to left last inning. Irvin up at second, gets ready to go, and the first offering to Jacobs is up and away for ball 1. One and 0 the count to the Canyon View pitcher. Jacobs ready in the box. The 1-0. Runner goes. Jacobs gets a hold of this one to center looking up, and that clears the batter's eye. A bomb from Taylor Jacobs. Wow. Canyon View now has struck for 3 runs here in the second after striking for 3 runs in the first. And Jacobs gives herself more cushion as it's now 6-0 in favor of Canyon View here in the bottom of the second inning. Well, we talked about how these two teams met just a handful of nights ago. Canyon View coming out victorious 9-0 in that contest, and they already lead 6-0 here in the second. 2 outs, nobody on, and that'll bring up the catcher, Maddie Tarrant. Tarrant's 0 for 1 tonight. She popped out to the first baseman last inning. The first to Tarrant in the dirt for a ball, 1-0 the count. That is a really high batter's eye out in center field, and for Taylor Jacobs to clear that is quite impressive. Saying that was a bomb would be an understatement. The 1-0 is flared in the infield, and this will be caught by the second baseman, Hayden McGuire, for the 3rd out of the inning. But Canyon View strikes for 3 runs yet again on 3 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. After 2 complete, it's the Jaguars 6, Vipers nothing. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vetsbuilt Contracting. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vetsbuilt is licensed, bonded, and insured, both residential and commercial, specializing in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at Vetsbuilt at 480-584-3675. Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company with their customers' clothing styles in mind. Their goal is to clothe the world your way. High-end, comfortable clothing at affordable prices. Check out their custom-made hats, shirts, masks, and vintage gear. They outfit the Varsity Sports Show crew and sponsor the Stessa Movement Company Player of the Game Award. Find them at stessamovement.ecwid.com. Spelled STESA for style.
Top of the third inning here at Canyon View High School. Derek Diesner back with you. 8-9-1 due up in the Verrado order here in the top of the third against right-hander Taylor Jacobs. It's been all Jaguars early on. 6-0. The number one ranked Canyon View Jaguars lead the Verrado Vipers. Taylor Jacobs out for her third inning of work. Leading things off is the designated player, Anna Sundrile. Sundrile takes a strike in at the hands. 0-1 the count. She'll be followed by center fielder Mariah Rodriguez, and then we'll head back to the top of the order with Emma Miller. The 0-1 fouled back into the fencing. It's quickly 0-2 to Anna Sundrile. Shadows creeping further and further onto the infield. It has now fully covered the pitching circle and is making its way towards the right side of the infield. Stops right in front of second baseman Savannah Groshin. The 0-2 takes a funny bounce. Groshin will glove it off a bounce. Underhand flip to Elise Burgess at first for the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down for the center fielder, Mariah Rodriguez. That ball just kind of floated in the air near the pitching circle. Taylor Jacobs looked at it, and right when it hit the ground, it must have had like a backspin to it because it just shifted towards that right side of the infield. And luckily, Savannah Groshin broke on contact, was able to get to that ball fast enough for the underhand flip over to first. First offering to Rodriguez catches the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Jacobs ready. The 0-1, she'll square to bunt, swings right through it. 0-2 now with an 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the third inning. Rodriguez will look down at the third base coach's box, get the sign from her head coach, T. Hampton. The 0-2, she swings right through and misses for strike 3. That's the third strikeout of this ball game for Taylor Jacobs. And with 2 quick outs, we'll head back to the top of the order and Emma Miller. Miller is 0 for 1. She lined out to second baseman Savannah Groshin to lead this game off. First offering is hit hard but foul down that left field line and out of play. 0-1 the count. If Emma Miller can reach, left fielder Lauren Thrasher's in the on-deck circle. The 0-1 from Taylor Jacobs. Floater floats up and away for ball 1. Now that sun is slowly setting, it's getting a little bit cooler here at Canyon View, but it is nice. The 1-1, low and away, 2-1 now. Jacobs will stand in the back of the circle, kind of take a breather, and now get back on the rubber. 2-1. Foul out of play. Hear that Canyon View bullpen. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the third inning. 6-0, Jaguars lead the Vipers. Well, fans, will next be with you on Monday evening when the Jaguars return home to host Agua Fria. That first pitch has been moved. It was originally scheduled for 6 p.m. It's since moved to 6:30, so join us for that. Ground ball to short, gloved off a few hops by Kayla Bryant. Throw over to first in time to retire Emma Miller for the third out of the inning. Verrado goes down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Canyon View 6, Verrado nothing. We'll be back right after this on the Varsity Sports Network.
The Varsity Sports Show and the National Youth Football and Cheer Association proudly present NYFCA TV. Every Saturday morning at 10, the Varsity Sports Show's Vince DeLizio and NYFCA Commissioner Jason Hirsch bring you the best of Arizona youth football, including previews and highlights. Then at 10:30, catch the football game of the week with Arizona's top players up to age 14. Join Vince, Jason, and friends every Saturday morning from Mavericks in Scottsdale on NYFCA TV.
Training Better Athletes was founded by renowned football coach Ron Sowers with the philosophy of training well-rounded young people in mind and body. TBA is the go-to for middle schoolers through the pros. Coach Sowers has worked with all sports but specializes in football offensive and defensive line skills training. Whether it's one-on-one or group training, reach out to Coach Sowers at trainingbetterAthletes.com or call him at 602-435-9064. You can't cheat the grind.
Bottom of the third inning here at Canyon View High School. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Jaguars with first baseman Elise Burgess to lead things off as Taylor Arana remains in the circle for Verrado. She's given up 6 runs in 2 innings so far. And the first batter she'll face, Elise Burgess, is 1 for 1 with a 3-run homer back in the first inning. First offering to Burgess is a ball up and away, 1-0 the count. Arana's given up 2 long balls here today, 1 to Burgess and 1 to her counterpart, Taylor Jacobs. A 1-0 missed low and away, 2-0, and you can tell she's trying to stay away from her. Arana looking to slow this game down, the 2-0, ball away. 3-0 now to Elise Burgess. Does head coach John Jacobs dare give her the green light here? She already has 1 home run here. A 3-0, you know it's going to be a fastball. Bat stays on the shoulder, 3-1. I'm sure Burgess wanted that pitch. Arana ready, the 3-1. Low, and she draws a walk. Leadoff man reaches for Canyon View here in the bottom of the third. For the third baseman, Sadie Groshen. Groshen is 1 for 1. She doubled in the second inning and then was stranded there. Burgess gets ready to move at first. First offering to Groshen. Called strike. Looked a little bit up, but it was a strike nonetheless. The 0-1. Groshen hits this hard right at the second baseman. Line out, and then they double her up. 4-3, Burgess is retired. Quickly, 2 outs and nobody on for the designated player, J.C. Fink. Fink's 0 for 1. She grounded out to the shortstop to end the first inning. Good defensive play for the Vipers here in the bottom of the third. And that had to have been a tough play for second baseman Hayden McGuire, who's got to shield off the sun because it is just beating right on her eyes. She does have a visor on, but no sunglasses. 0-1 the count now to Fink. Here it is. Hit in the air, tailing foul, and this is going to drop in fair territory. She just squeaked it in down that right field line, and Fink is on with a bloop 2-out single. That'll bring up the shortstop, Kayla Bryant, who's 0 for 1. She led off the second inning by flying out to left fielder Lauren Thrasher. Bryant ready in the box. 6-0 Jaguars here in the bottom of the third. First offering to Bryant. Misses up and away, 1-0. Fink ready to go at first. Jordan Arana, first baseman's watching her. The 1-0. Hit off the handle, but this will nub into left center, going to third as the ball gets away. And running into second on the throw is Kayla Bryant. So Bryant up at second. Fink gets all the way to third. Thought about going home, but the ball didn't get far enough away from the pitcher, who was backing up third baseman Bree Flores. So the Jaguars have something cooking here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position at second and third for the left fielder, Anise Romo. Romo's 0 for 1. She lined out to right fielder Emma Miller last inning. First offering gets away from the catcher Jocelyn Lopez, and coming home on the wild pitch is J.C. Fink for the 7th run of the game for Canyon View. Moving up to third on the wild pitch is Kayla Bryant. 1 runner in scoring position for the Jaguars now. 7-0. And Anise Romo at the dish, ahead of the count, 1-0. Here is the 1-0. Flared into shallow right center. This will get down and played another run. Canyon View extends their lead on the RBI single from Anise Romo. 8-0 Jaguars. Still 2 outs, and we head to the top of the order with Savannah Groshen, who is a perfect 2 for 2. 2 singles, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. The first offering to Groshen. Ball outside, 1-0 the count. Corner infield creeping in, middle infield playing back. The 1-0 hit on the ground past the second baseman. This will get into right. Backhanded by Emma Miller. Miller will get it in, but getting all the way to third on the single by Savannah Groshen is Anise Romo. Runners at the corners for Canyon View. 2 outs. Already 2 runs in this 2-out rally. And the center fielder, Lauren Irvin, will come to the plate. Irvin, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, an RBI, 2 runs scored. The first from Taylor Arana to Irvin. Hit high in the air to the left center gap. This will get down and get a run in. And yet again, the Jaguars have runners at the corners on the RBI single by Lauren Irvin. Her 3rd single of the game. Savannah Groshen gets all the way to third. And Anise Romo comes around to score. And it looks like they are going to walk Taylor Jacobs to deal with catcher Maddie Tarrant. So an intentional walk will put Taylor Jacobs on. So the bases are full of Jaguars. We have a courtesy runner coming in to run for Taylor Jacobs. It's, I believe, number 20. And that is Ruby Laws Albano. Maddie Tarrant at the plate. She's 0 for 2. A pop out to the first baseman and a pop out to the second baseman. She hits this on the ground underneath the mitt of Taylor Arana. That'll score 1. That'll score 2. Ooh, did the run come across and score? Because they're going to call the runner out up at second. So a single for Maddie Tarrant. She drives in at least 1 run, that being Savannah Groshin. I don't know if they're going to count 2. They did count 2, so Lauren Irvin's run does count, and it's 11-0. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Vintage Motors specializes in custom builds, fabrication, engine swaps, routine maintenance, and service for all years, makes, and models, including diesels. From Ford Model A builds to tow truck repair and more, it's Vintage Motors. Give them a call today at 623-930-8494 or stop by 3015 East Main Street in Mesa, just east of Lindsay, and tell them the Varsity Sports Show sent you.
Top of the 4th inning, it's all Jaguars here this evening, 11-0. These two teams met just a couple of nights ago, 4 miles away on the campus of Verrado High School in Buckeye. And the Jaguars came out victorious 9-0, leading 11-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up for Verrado against right-hander Taylor Jacobs. And the lights now have come on as the sun is fully set behind the White Tank Mountains. Beautiful sky, though, right now as the sun continues to set. But the lights are necessary, so they turn those on. I believe the run rule is 10 after 5, so the Jaguars will look to get a quick run rule victory here this evening. But they'll have 6 outs to get. First offering to Lauren Thrasher is in there for a strike at the hands, 0-1 the count. Thrasher's 0 for 1. She popped out to the second baseman back in the first inning. The 0-1. Low and in. Late called strike. 0-2. Jacobs working quickly yet again. Right fielder Alana Roman playing really deep, just a few steps in from the warning track. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Taylor Jacobs. Her 4th of this ball game. She now has 1 strikeout in every inning so far this evening. 1 up, 1 down for the shortstop, KK Worthy. Worthy walked back in the first inning. 1 of 2 walks that Jacobs has surrendered, as this one is hit foul and it one hops off of a Jeep in the parking lot. Luckily, no damage done. 0-1 the count to KK Worthy with Hayden McGuire in the on-deck circle for Verrado. The 0-1 called strike on the outer half of the plate. It's quickly 0-2. Jacobs dealing. The 0-2. Breaking ball missed on the outer half of the plate. 1-2 the count. Tried to throw a curveball to just catch that outside corner, but did not get the call. The 1-2, here it is. Hit hard on the ground underneath the glove of Jacobs. Fielded it at short. Throw over to first in time to retire KK Worthy for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for the second baseman, Hayden McGuire. McGuire struck out looking to end the first inning. Jacobs winds and deals, low and in for ball 1. The 1-0. Low and in, quickly 2-0. Hayden McGuire, the tallest player on this Verrado team, so a little difficult for Taylor Jacobs when she was working with the smaller strike zones, and now much larger strike zone. Swing and a miss, fastball in at the hands. 2-1 to Hayden McGuire. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 4th inning, 11-0. Canyon View leads Verrado. The 2-1. Low and in. 3-1 now to McGuire. Jacobs in danger of walking Hayden McGuire. She's already walked 2 batters here this evening. The 3-1. Up and in, and she walks her. 2-out walk issued, and that'll bring up first baseman Jordan Arana. Arana is 0 for 0. She walked back in to lead off the second inning. She was then run for by Jana Lee Sanchez, who was doubled up on her way to second, and a double play turned by Savannah Groshin. First pitch swinging, fouled it back. 0-1 the count to Jordan Arana. Jacobs having a quick word with her catcher, Maddie Tarrant. I don't know if they think the runner's going to go. They want to do a throw, pitch out. Or if she knows what Jordan Arana likes and wants to throw around her. A curveball, swing and a miss, made her look silly. And Verrado's down to their final strike here in the top of the 4th. 0-2 the count with 2 outs and a runner at first. Arana gets set in the box. The 0-2. Ball low and away, tried to get her to chase. 1-2 now to Arana. The 1-2 from Taylor Jacobs, low and away again. That'll even the count at 2-2. Jacobs trying to get her to chase, but Arana is staying disciplined in the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Here it is. Breaking ball, got her looking to retire the side. Her second strikeout of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's all Canyon View. Jaguars lead the Vipers 11-0. We'll be back right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
At Angel Dentistry, our focus is to provide the highest quality and comprehensive family and cosmetic dentistry care. From checkups and cleanings to advanced issues like gum disease and implants, Angel Dentistry will provide an array of dental services to meet all of your family's needs. With extensive experience in using the latest dental techniques and state-of-the-art technology, visit us online at angeldentistry.net for more information or call to schedule your appointment today.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk to you about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vetsbuilt Contracting. For 5 years, they've been hiring and putting veterans to work. Vetsbuilt is licensed, bonded, and insured, both residential and commercial, specializing in renovations, remodeling, new build, casitas, safe rooms, or small commercial TI work. If you're a skilled veteran looking for work, a homeowner in need of work, or a commercial business needing TI work, please call Bob or DJ at Vetsbuilt at 480-584-3675.
Bottom of the fourth inning here at Canyon View High School. Derek Diesner back with you. Jags leading the Vipers 11-0. And leading things off is we actually have a pinch hitter for Canyon View going on to their bench. So pinch hitting for Elise Burgess. Swing and a miss. Quickly behind at 0-2 is Mariana Garcia, a freshman. The 0-2 from Arana to Garcia, hit on the ground, right back to Arana. Easy flip over to first for the putout. 1-3. 1 up, 1 down, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Sadie Groshen. Groshen is 1 for 4. She doubled in the first and lined into a double play last inning. First offering to Sadie. Ball up and in. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 in the dirt. 2-0 now to Sadie Groshen. Designated player J.C. Fink in the on-deck circle for Canyon View. Looking ahead to the top of the fifth inning for Verrado, they'll have 6, 7, 8 coming to the plate. The 2-0. Called strike. 2-1 now. Reminder fans to join us. We'll have some more Jaguar athletics for you later this week on Friday evening, 6 o'clock first pitch for Canyon View baseball as the 2-1 is hit deep towards center, and this will ricochet off the batter's eye. A solo home run for Sadie Groshen. Make it 12-0 in favor of Canyon View. It's going to be a long drive home for the Vipers tonight. Groshen with her third home run of the season. That ties Taylor Jacobs and Maddie Tarrant. But Jacobs actually hit a home run today to take the team lead at 4. So with that home run, Sadie Groshen is now tied with Maddie Tarrant for second best on the team with 3 homers each. Pinch hitter coming up for the Jaguars. It'll be Alana Roman. She will actually flex in for J.C. Fink. So Roman flexing in for the DP. And she takes a called strike. 0-1 the count. On the season, Alana Roman appearing in her 8th game. She's batting .400. She has 4 hits and 10 at-bats, 4 RBIs, and a run scored. No extra base hits. 0-1, ball up, 1-1 the count. 1 out, 1 run in, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, in case we do have a run rule victory for the Jags here tonight, fans, a reminder to get your Stessa Movement Player of the Game nominees into our comment section now. A swing and a miss, and it's quickly 1-2 to Alana Roman. We may only have 5 outs left until we get to the conclusion of this ball game. So get your nominations in now for our Stessa Movement Player of the Game. The 1-2. Ball outside, 2-2 now to Alana Roman. Shortstop Kayla Bryant in the on-deck circle. The 2-2 in the dirt. That'll run the count full to Alana Roman. Well, J.C. Fink, who was in this spot to begin the game, finishes 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. The 3-2 to Alana Roman. This will be lifted in the shallow left and get down, and Roman's on with a 1-out single. One on, one out for the shortstop, Kayla Bryant. Bryant is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. This one hit on the ground. It'll roll right up the middle in the center. And advancing up to second on the ground ball is Alana Roman. On with a single is Kayla Bryant, her second base hit of the game. 2 on, 1 out for the left fielder. Oh, no, they're going to pinch hit for Anise Romo. Yeah, why not? This late in the ball game with the lead, Alexis Oleo will come to the plate. First offering to Oleo. Ball low and away, 1-0 the count. Oleo looking for her first hit of the year. She's appearing in her 6th game of the season. She is 0 for 4 at the plate with a run scored. She's walked twice. Called strike. That'll even the count at 1-1. 1 out, 12-0 our score. Jags lead the Vipers. Oleo at the plate. Kayla Bryant at first. Alana Roman up at second. The 1-1. Ball outside. 2-1. So some programming notes for you as we quickly approach the conclusion of the regular season for baseball and softball. There's the 2-1. Hit in the air. This is going to get down in that right center gap. Coming around to score is Alana Roman, and Bryant will hold at third on the RBI double by Alexis Oleo. So Oleo at second, Bryant at third, and we head to the top of the order with Savannah Groshen, but I believe they're pinch hitting for her. Didn't catch that number. There it is, 27. This one hit high in the air by Lexi Klein, and she'll pop out to the catcher for the second out of the inning. Now Lauren Irvin's spot is due up, but she also will be pinch hit for. And pinch hitting for Irvin is Ruby Laws Albino. Albano comes to the plate for Lauren Irvin, who finishes the game 3 for 3 with 3 singles, 3 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. 13-0 Jags lead it here in the bottom of the 4th. First offering to Laws Albano. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. This one hit in the air to right, coming in and making the catch is Emma Miller for the final out of the inning. But in that inning, 2 runs come across, and it's now 13-0. There were 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. After 4 complete, it's Canyon View 13, Verrado nothing. We'll be back with the top of the 5th right after this.
Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company with their customers' clothing styles in mind. Their goal is to clothe the world your way. High-end, comfortable clothing at affordable prices. Check out their custom-made hats, shirts, masks, and vintage gear. They outfit the Varsity Sports Show crew and sponsor the Stessa Movement Company Player of the Game Award. Find them at stessamovement.ecwid.com. Spelled S-T-E-S-A for style.
The Varsity Sports Show and the National Youth Football and Cheer Association proudly present NYFCA TV. Every Saturday morning at 10, the Varsity Sports Show's Vince DeLizio and NYFCA Commissioner Jason Hirsch bring you the best of Arizona youth football, including previews and highlights. Then at 10:30, catch the football game of the week with Arizona's top players up to age 14. Join Vince, Jason, and friends every Saturday morning from Mavericks in Scottsdale on NYFCA TV.
Top of the fifth inning here at Canyon View High School. Jaguars are just 3 outs away from picking up their 11th win of the season. Derek Diesner back with you as Taylor Jacobs returns to the circle to try and pick up these final 3 outs. Bree Flores at the plate. Flores is 0 for 1. She grounded into a double play back in the second, and she hits her. I thought that ball soared past her. It did not. That's been the one bad thing here today is Jacobs, her control has kind of been so-so. She's surrendered 3 walks and now her first hit by pitch. And with the leadoff batter on, that'll bring up the catcher, Jocelyn Lopez. Lopez will square the bunt and sends this foul, 0-1 the count. Lopez is 0 for 1. She struck out looking back in the second inning. After Lopez, we'll have Anna Sundrile due up, then Mariah Rodriguez, and if any of them can reach, back to the top of the order for the Vipers. The 0-1 to Lopez. Ball upstairs, 1-1. Oh, we were starting to talk about it last half inning, but giving you a quick programming reminder, we'll have Canyon View baseball for you. 6 p.m. first pitch this Friday right here on the Varsity Sports Show Network, so tune in for that. 1-2 the count now to Jocelyn Lopez. Then on Saturday morning, join us on 1060 a.m. KDUS for the Varsity Sports Show from 9 to 10 a.m. We'll have the Jaguar Nation report at a to-be-determined time, but tune in early on the show as that report will come in early this week. Instead of that last time slot of the show, it'll actually be early in the program, so join us for that. And then next Monday, we'll be right back out here for Canyon View Jaguar softball. First pitch at 6:30 p.m. as the Jags host Agua Fria, and that will do it for the regular season. And we'll see how the postseason shapes up and bringing you some of the Jaguar action in the postseason for both baseball and softball. The 3-2 fouled back into the fencing by Jocelyn Lopez. We'll do it again. No outs. Runner at first is Bree Flores. 13-0. Jaguars lead it here in the top of the fifth. 3-2 offering to Lopez is on the way. Ground ball right in front of the Canyon View dugout. We'll do it again. Lopez putting together an at-bat here in the top of the fifth. She's really making right-hander Taylor Jacobs work. Canyon View would love to roll up a double play here. Jacobs looks in, gets a sign from her catcher, Maddie Tarrant. The 3-2, ball upstairs, and she walked her. Jacobs is now allowed a walk per inning. Runners at first and second for the Vipers. Nobody out, and that'll bring up the designated player, Anna Sundrile. Catcher Jocelyn Lopez will be courtesy run for by number 21. Get a name on that for you. Just got to check their scorecard. Janelle Harrington coming into courtesy run. So Harrington on at first. Up at second is Bree Flores, and a 0-1 count to Anna Sundrile. Scoreboard shows 1-0, but Sundrile fouled that first pitch off. She'll check her wrist for the correct play. And now time is called. I don't know if they called her for a delay of getting back in the box. Now she steps back out. They change the play call again. I don't know what's going on right now. She calls time and tries to talk to her coach, and she'll dig back in. It's 13-0 in the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first. They don't get the runner, and it's a 1-2 count now to Anna Sundrile. No, that was strike three. Scoreboard was off. All right. Well, that's what happens in a 13-0 ball game. One out, runners at first and second. And this will bring up the number 9 hitter in the Viper order, Mariah Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 0 for 1. She struck out swinging back in the third. First offering to her, a fastball in at the hands, 0-1 the count. After Rodriguez, we'll head back to the top of the order with Emma Miller. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2, hit on the ground to second. Can they flip it? They'll just get one. Runners will each advance into scoring position. Harrington up to second. Flores over to third. A 4-3 ground out for Mariah Rodriguez. And now coming to the plate is Emma Miller. Emma Miller in the leadoff spot tonight for Verrado, 0 for 2. She lined out to the second baseman, grounded out to the shortstop. Canyon View leading 13-0 here in the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss. Taylor Jacobs ahead in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 from Jacobs. Low and in. 1-1 the count. Taylor Jacobs was our Stessa Movement Player of the Game last week when we were here at Canyon View. And she might be our Stessa Movement Player of the Game here again this evening. Get your votes in. 1 out to get your vote in. 2-1 the count to Emma Miller. I see we have 1 vote so far for Taylor Jacobs, and it's definitely leaning in that direction. The 2-1, swing and a miss on a curveball. She is 1 strike away from picking up the win here tonight. Two and two the count. Runners at second and third. Top of the fifth. 2 outs. The 2-2. Called strike 3, and that's a no-hitter for Taylor Jacobs. Jacobs improves to 6-0 on the season, and she is our Stessa Movement Player of the Game, tossing a 5-inning no-hitter here this evening. She walked 4, she hit 1, but she didn't allow a hit all evening long, and the Jaguars, the number 1 ranked Canyon View Jaguars, defeat the Verrado Vipers by a final of 13-0 here this evening. Taylor Jacobs picks up the win and goes to 6-0 on the year. She goes 5 innings, walking 4, hitting 1, no hits, no runs, no errors, and recording 7 strikeouts in the ball game. Our Stessa Movement Player of the Game. With the victory, Canyon View improves to 11-1 overall. They improve to 6-0 in section play. With the loss, the Vipers fall to 5-7. For our producer, Justice Miranda, and our cameramen and women, here from Canyon View High School. I'm Derek Diesner saying so long. Again, the final score tonight, the Canyon View Jaguars defeat the Verrado Vipers by a final of 13-0 in a final 5 innings behind a no-hitter by Taylor Jacobs. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you Friday night back here at Canyon View High School for Canyon View Baseball. Good night, everyone.